Adams. We have invocation by Justin McPeak, Dunning Mountain Community Church, pledge of allegiance by Mayor Pro Tem. Item number 1, and city manager report. Sir?
Hey, thank you, Mayor McCaw, members of the council. We've got a few projects going on. Our water groups, specifically the Sprinka MOU group and then the CCRN, are going out for proposals and qualifications for water resources engineering and groundwater modeling, which is something that those groups are charged with dealing with. So those responses are due back on August 18th. Then the bus stop and shelter enhancements was awarded to KNG, and hopefully once that contract is executed, that will get started. And then, of course, the shared use path on 92 from Ebony to Cochise to Foothills, funded by FTA, is underway and should be completed hopefully by the end of the year. And that's all I have, and I'm sure I'll have some more Thursday.
Thank you, sir. Any questions, comments for our city manager? We'll proceed on. Item 3 is our discussion of fiscal year 2025-26 property tax levy. Staff report. Ms. Jen, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mayor and members of council. In accordance with state statute, Thursday will be the city's public hearing on the property tax levy. For FY26, the rate proposed is .1018 per $100 of assessed value, which will generate an estimated $394,973 for the fiscal year. This is a slight increase in revenue from previous fiscal years due to new construction, and the rate was adjusted slightly lower in FY26 due to increased valuation of taxable property, just like previous years. So the actual dollar amount paid by citizens in FY26 will be the same as FY25. So for this proposed new rate, the city is not required to publish truth in taxation notices for the property tax levy, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Questions for Ms. Jen? We'll have an open hearing for comments from the public. They shouldn't be too upset.
Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, since we do have a couple of new members, just basically this type of thing has gone on for umpteen years now, at least 20, 25 years. Obviously, we do not receive a lot of revenue from the primary property tax rate, and even if we did choose to raise it, the cap would probably be enough or not enough to make much of a difference in terms of our budget. So what happens is, as assessed valuation goes up, we lower the rate, and that's over the entire city. So essentially, the rate has been creeping ever so slightly lower every year, and as a result, we avoid a lot of publishing requirements and paperwork with the state. So it's a pretty stable thing that we're doing, and that's why. Yes, sir.
I have a question. So I understand why you don't want to increase the mill rate. Why don't you allow it to creep up with the increased assessed values?
Well, it's really been a policy of the council not to increase the property tax rate here.
You're not increasing the rate, you're just increasing the cost with the assessment, right?
That's true. So we're trying to keep that stable and also all the other governmental entities in the area, to include the county, the fire district, although that's not in the city, your school district, and Cochise College all rely on property taxes for their revenue sources. So it's, our little bit to help out the community, so from a tax standpoint.
May I add?
Go ahead.
And overall, it's a really low percentage because it's only like 500,000 of the total budget. How much is it of the
It's
budget?
394, about 395, yeah.
Okay, I just was being really generous. But yeah, it's like very little money in the overall scheme of things, so makes more sense to do it that way.
Excellent. Any more comments? All right, and we'll go to item number 4, discussion of possible action of resolution 2025-061. Staff report, ma'am.
So first, I want to thank council for your direction on forming the budget and also for your questions and all your comments for your one-on-one sessions, because that actually really helps me update the final budget book so I can streamline it a little better and help make it easier for the community to read. And then also, you guys know that the budget is definitely an evolving, lots of pieces working together. And so thank you for the departments for doing all that and making my job a lot happier. So the resolution before you for Thursday is the adoption of the fiscal year 25-26 operating budget for the city. The final amount is $129,244,638. There have been no changes since the tentative budget vote on June 26, 2025. So the tentative budget, as well as the state budget forms, have been posted on the city's website, and we have received no public comment to date. There is one addition that we will be adding to the final budget resolution is verbiage to include the class comp plan for FY26, the adoption of that as well with the final budget. So the resolution will be revised and then redistributed to you with the class comp plan for you to review before Thursday.
Excellent.
For the final step in the budgeting process, council will meet on August 14th, 2025 at 5 p.m. to vote on the to vote on the primary property tax levy for FY25 and 26.
Any questions, comments? Yes, sir.
Just to clarify for the new folks on council, class comp, you're talking about positions in the city.
The classification comp.
Reclassification, right?
Yep.
So
That HR puts together every year, yes, sir, for all the salaries and the ranges
so
and
just-
all the positions.
yeah. I don't know if you can explain it very quickly, but just, probably better than I could, but just when there's positions in the city that they look at, they take a look at it throughout the year. And if there's a position that needs to be looked at other city and say, this should probably be reclassified, or if there's a input from the leads, from the,
League of Arizona Cities and Towns.
yes, from that, but also if internally, right, can they,
Yeah,
for instance, the
third-
They reach
directors
out
can-
to, yes.
Yeah, a
Right.
third of
Other
the
cities.
positions are market surveyed
Right.
every year too.
That's
Not
part of
every
where
year.
that comes from. So when she says class comp, that's what she's talking about.
All the list of positions within the city, as well as all the pay ranges, minimum to maximum and the mid,
Right on.
are included in all the step increases as well.
And then I had a question. So I know we were unsure about the Prop 207 number. That's the number, though? Because it seemed low last time we looked at that as one.
I don't believe we received the last payment as of
Okay.
yet, David. Okay,
Okay,
So we don't
so
have
we'll
the
double
last-
check on that number
Okay.
as well, yes.
thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we'll go to our new business proposition, action for resolution 2025-062. Staff report, Mr. Felix. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, Mayor, members of council. As part of the, historically, we do a financing at the end of the year for equipment we buy. The equipment that we're possibly going to budget is called out in the schedule of the debt section in the budget book. We do wait till the end of the year because we can determine whether or not we actually need to do the financing. If we have enough cash on hand and we're under the expenditure limitation report, we will cash it out to save long-term interest costs for the city. In fact, by cashing out the upgrade of the Crown Vics to the Explorers when we did that, by not financing it after about year 3, we're getting a extra car that year for what we would have paid in interest. But in order to do that, we have to pass a reimbursement resolution now that anything we buy during the year, we could package if we want to put out to bid and to do a financing. This is an IRS requirement. We do it with the annual equipment financing every year. If we do a bond issue, we'll do it at the start of the bond issue as well for any sort of construction if we're financing it after the start of the project. But this is an IRS requirement to do, and it gives us the flexibility that if we wish to finance it at the end of the year, we will. If we do finance it, we'll go out to bid. There will be a resolution that will come to council, usually the first meeting in June, to approve the financing with the recommended low bidder. It does go out to bid. Anyone can bid on it that qualifies as a banking institution to bid. Be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Excellent. Any questions, comments on that resolution? Hearing none.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Then we'll have a call to the public and comments and requests from the council. And on tonight, there's not anything on the agenda, but we have our report on recent trips, meetings, and future meetings.
Oh, I do. I have a few commission meetings coming up next month. Let's see. I have tourism is going to be on the 4th at the Oscar Urban Community Center at 1 o'clock, and then I have we have our neighborhoods commission.
Mom should be there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she should be there.
You should give us an update on her.
Yes,
'Cause but the neighborhoods always ask about the mayor's mom because she was our chair right before she started getting hospitalized. That's going to be up here in the conference room on the side on the 11th at 4:30. And Arts and Humanities is going to be on August 13th at 4:30 at Oscar Urn as well. Oh,
Ma'am.
we also have the League
Oh, League of
next
Cities.
month.
Yeah.
I don't remember the dates for that.
The 19th.
19th.
The
Yeah.
22nd.
Any other meetings? All right, future discussion items, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Along with Mayor Pro Tem Humphrey's discussion about the Tourism Commission, they have expressed an interest in becoming a nonprofit, so that probably will be on their agenda. And that's similar to what's going on with Sister Cities and the Youth Commission. So that should be coming up at a work session in the future. And let's see, the other item will be the energy savings project at the golf course. And we'll be briefing you on all that process as well.
Yes, sir.
So hopefully, next meeting or two, you'll see that.
All right, got it. Well, that is it for the agendas on today. Any questions, comments?
Just a comment.
Derek?
I know we have the First Responders Academy Simulab ribbon cutting today.
Yes,
4 to 6
Yeah.
at the Cochise College on Wilcox, the downtown,
Yep.
downtown.
which is they call the downtown, which
Yes, sir.
that's the downtown.
And also, if you
And also Camp Spark graduation today.
There you go.
For Station 203, correct? All right, 4:30. So similar timeline, but this one's a little cooler because it's youth, girls 14 to 18 that did the Camp Spark. This is I don't know what iteration of Camp Spark is it, Chief? Second iteration of Camp Spark. So it was girls. If you didn't know, girls 14 to 18 got to go to a 2-day camp there at the fire station. So awesome event that I'm so glad they put on for our youth. And they graduate today at 4:30 there at Station 3.
a little cooler.
Yeah.
I like simulation. Any other future discussion items, council requests? Well, we are adjourned. See you on Thursday.